Okay, the purpose of this video, I believe this detector will fit any shorter grown up, even kids, okay, because it collapses way down, okay, up through this tube here. It gives you an idea. But what about how long will it go? We've got some taller people out there, okay. Now, this stick's got these numbers on it here, okay. You see where that number 5 is out there close to the end? Okay, now I'm going to turn this camera off and I'm going to put this rod together and talk about it. Okay, we've got this thing together. Never mind that container there. It's keeping this detector where you can see that number 5 there. See that number 4? There's a line to the right of it. That's where I've got this rod set up. I've got it set up on the mark above the number 5. Okay. Now I'm not going to rate this rod set up here on an 11-inch coil because I don't have one. I've got a low frequency I could put on, but I'm just going to talk about the 9-inch coil mounted on this, and I've swung it around in the yard. That is usable, but you do have, you can tell you get some flex if you sweep real fast, okay? Probably sweeping like you should be sweeping. The metal detector, you can get by with that right there. Now in the water, I'm not going to rate it, okay? I'll give you my opinion. I don't believe you'd want to use this setup right here in the water. This extended that long. You're going to get more resistance down here on the end of this coil. Okay. That's usable. Personally, I think it ought to be down here. That mark below that number 5 right there to the left of it. Okay. That's where I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it there. And I'm going to turn the camera back on and talk about it. Okay, now I've moved that rod on that detector like I said I was going to. I've got me 2 blocks of wood here, okay. A smidge over 5 inches tall. Okay, I'm going to stand on this right here. Now I'm 70.5 inches tall. And my arm wingspan matches my height almost exactly, okay. So a taller person, if they're like me, they'll have a longer arm. So, but I'm going to stand on this and get this old camera out. This, believe it or not, I just sort of got lucky. This is about the max right here that I could stand on and sweep this detector with that rod on that detector in the configuration it's currently in. Okay, now I'm standing on this 2 blocks of wood that you've seen. Just a smidge over 5 inches tall, okay? Now, I'm not wearing shoes that have an unusually thick sole on them, okay? And I've got this detector down here where I could actually use it, okay? It would feel a little bit more comfortable to me if this block of wood height was a smidge shorter, okay? But I could use this detector and sweep it if I had to stand this high off the ground with this rod in this configuration. I'm going to show it to you again here. Maybe you can see that in the camera if I can get this sun on it here. I'm sort of in my own shadow here. See where I'm at with that rod there? Okay. I've not heard any talk. I don't know if I've ever heard of a longer rod for a Deus detector. But this always comes up, you know, you've got some 6'4", 6'6" people out there, maybe some even taller, you know, they metal detect, and a lot of these manufacturers release a detector. One of the first things they start worrying about is it long enough for them? So, the data supplied in this video may give you a clue, okay?